Great work, great work. Feels good.
There is a saying, I would say, there's a saying that a happy fighter makes a dangerous fighter, in the sense that if you put them in the right environment and their brain is receptive of what they're being taught, they're going to be more in tune with what they're going through.
Well, let's go.
So I'm actually like, give me more, give me more, give me more.
That's his mindset in everything he does, whether it's training, whether it's work, whether it's helping other people.
With only a few days left until fight night, AnthonyJoshua is fully locked in. Everything coming out of his camp points to a fighter treating this bout with complete seriousness and zero complacency.
You know, so I use YouTube a lot, where there's a lot of videos what I listen to and update it, and I can always revert back to it when I'm feeling low to get a bit of motivation. Fear comes in many forms. There's some things that I can't get over, and I'll always be scared of. But I take the positive from it. Like, I'm never so confident I'm going to win. It's probably the fact that I'm scared to fail.
Coaches aren't meant to understand when you're tired. Coaches aren't meant to understand that you have emotions. Coaches just work after you like you're a machine, and they just want results. I may be tired, but I just got to bite down on my gum shield, because if I can perform to an elite level when I'm tired, imagine what I can do when I'm fresh or I've got energy. I've been through them days now with sympathy, and you just don't get it. Small person won't get it. I always knew there could be the most talented fighter out there, especially in our industry. If they can't sell tickets, they can't put bombs on seats, they'll never showcase their skills to the world. And how good they are. And that's why I say you have to have marketability and you have to have ability. And when you bring those two worlds together, it's a recipe for success.
There's no casual tone and no exhibition mindset, just relentless preparation. Joshua is fine-tuning his conditioning, sharpening his combinations, and committing to a disciplined, pressure-heavy game plan. This isn't about headlines or novelty. It's about timing, control, and making sure there are no loose ends when the bell rings.
Treat the person who is beneath you in a different class to the same person who's above you in a different class. It's an equal playing field, and we have to treat everyone with the same respect. That's why, you know, people fight for equality, and I think that's important, and that's why I mix stay hungry and stay humble together in such a fine way that they gel together well. Stay hungry.
Joshua understands the scale of the moment. The stage is massive, the spotlight is unforgiving, and expectations are sky high. That reality is exactly why his approach has been all business from the start.
Again. Boom, boom. Good, and again. Boom, boom. Good, two more. Boom, boom. One more of them. Boom, boom. Good.
You have to find it within yourself. If I've got to tell you to get up, and I've got to tell you to go to work, and I've got to tell you to do everything, then until that person stops telling you, you're never going to be able to achieve anything. So that's the best piece of advice I've been given, is find it within yourself to be motivated. You've been blessed with a brain, heart for emotions, spiritual connection.
As the countdown shortens, the message from Joshua's camp is clear. There will be no easing into this fight. He's going all in, determined to leave nothing to chance when he steps into the ring. On the other side, JakePaul is also deep in preparation, pushing himself with heavier sparring partners and refining his movement ahead of the biggest test of his boxing career.
there's very clear paths to being able to beat Anthony Joshua. Something about him. I was supposed to fight Gervonta and then go and fight Joshua maybe next year. When Gervonta got into his whole fiasco, Joshua was one of the first names on the list. I would say he's definitely was surprised and maybe thought I was just all talk and not actually wanting to do it and just saying it for hype. I think that's what a lot of people think when I say crazy things like fighting Canelo or Bud or Joshua. So I think he was actually surprised to get the deal done.
The confidence in Paul's camp remains high, but the work reflects a clear understanding of what's coming. Training has focused on longer rounds, tighter defense, and constant emphasis on surviving pressure. With the clock ticking down, the talk has quieted, replaced by urgency and readiness. This isn't just another crossover moment. It's a defining night for how seriously Paul's boxing journey will be taken.
I want to ask you about a prediction for JakePaul and JakePaul. I think a lot of people know what will happen, but is it dangerous for JakePaul to be taking on a big heavyweight? You're a heavyweight, man. I wouldn't want to get punched by you here. Is it very dangerous for JakePaul to be taken on?
I mean, no matter what it is, it can be an exhibition fight or whatever fight it is. When two guys step over that rope and they got bad intentions or they ready to throw blows, it's always bad. You got to understand that boxing is a dangerous business and the head is not meant to be hit in the first place. Doctors will always tell you the head is not meant to be hit. The body is not meant to be hit. The head is not meant to be, the brain is not meant to be.
As Paul's camp sharpens its focus, the wider boxing conversation has intensified as well. On TalkSport, Jim White and Simon Jordan framed the bout as a mix of spectacle and serious consequence. With the fight just a week away in Miami, the panel acknowledged the event's massive commercial appeal while questioning how such a matchup was sanctioned, pointing to Florida's reputation for approving unconventional contests. Jordan argued that Paul's position is driven more by commercial influence than sporting merit, stressing that the competitive gap between him and a former unified heavyweight champion remains significant.
AJ was fighting an area level heavyweight now. It wouldn't go beyond the round and expect AJ to get rid of him, let alone AJ being 40 pounds heavier. The Americans look at AJ slightly different to how we do. They look at him as someone that's washed up. When he was in their country, he got beat by Andy Ruiz, who's not gone on to do anything. If Andy Ruiz went on to have this glittering career, then it maybe would have made that defeat look a lot bigger. They watched him recently get defeated by Daniel Dubois. They think he's done. So they don't have respect for him maybe the way we do over here. So Jake thinks he can win. I've been around Jake and he's delusional, but he's very strong-minded. So he thinks he can win, but there's no way this should go beyond 3 minutes.
Who's the A side? Who walks into the ring first?
AJ walks into the ring first with Jake.
White steered the discussion toward the financial realities, explaining why elite fighters would accept opportunities like this. Ade Oladipo balanced the debate by recognizing Paul's impact on boxing's visibility, especially through modern platforms. Still, all three agreed on one thing. Regardless of the hype, this is a real fight with real risks. And if Joshua doesn't deal with Paul decisively, it could disrupt carefully planned future paths. From every angle, the consensus was clear. Curiosity will drive massive viewership. But once the bell rings, boxing's unforgiving hierarchy is expected to reassert itself. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's debate it out. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.